How much money is enough money to retire? It's the internet's favorite financial planning topic. You need $1 million to retire. You need $2 million to retire. How much do you really need? I'm going to give you some food for thought in a video today, how you can kind of plan it out yourself. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Antonio Sabella with Vision Wealth Management. Welcome back to the latest video. Here we go. If you enjoy the videos, the content that's going out, subscribe to the channel. You'll see the stuff that we're putting up. I try to get something up at least every week. Not always successful in that, but we get a good amount of stuff put out there as it pertains to retirement planning. So, how much money is enough to retire? Well, the answer is it depends. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on whether you want to spend down your assets or whether you want to preserve your assets and just live off of the income from them. I'm going to give you some math today to go over that you can apply to your own circumstance as a starting point to see if you're there or if you're getting close to retirement. So let's start with this. I always say retirement income planning. How much do you have coming in retirement and guaranteed sources? How much do you have going out? And what's your pile of money look like, all of your savings and your investments? And if it's low, you got to bring it up to match by using some of that pile of money to create an income stream. If you're going to retire like this, you got more coming in than you have going out, you're already halfway there. Good job. Congratulations. You might be closer than you think. But here's the math. We're going to get into it. Let's say that as a household, you have $5,000 a month net that comes in. So what actually gets deposited into the bank from your paychecks every month totals $5,000. And so you say, okay, I think my lifestyle is going to stay around the same when I retire. And if I'm using $5,000 a month now, it stands to reason that when I retire, if you're close to retirement age, we're not talking about long-term adjusting for inflation here. If you're close to retirement age, you're going to need about the same amount of money. So where are you going to get $5,000 a month from in retirement? Well, in my example, you got $5,000 a month coming in. Both you and your spouse have Social Security checks. Let's say that one of them is $2,000 a month, one of them is $1,500 a month. So now we're up to $3,500. So we've got income of $3,500 a month, expenses of $5,000 a month. We've got a $1,500 backfill that we've got to come up with, and then you got your pile of money. How much can you draw from the pile of money? A couple of different routes. The old rule of 4% distribution rate. You can distribute 4% from your pile of money without having concerns of it running out. That math isn't checking out as well as it used to, but you can use it as a starting point. Ideally, if you're just going to draw from the portfolio, it will be better to be drawing less than 4% if you're starting at a normal retirement age. But that's one option. The other option, you could look at a guaranteed source of income like an annuity, and there, if you're at retirement age, it's reasonable to expect that you'll get a 5% or 6% distribution rate from that money. Now, that's going to spend down that asset over time, but they'll let you draw out 5 or 6% per year with a lifetime guarantee, so you don't have to worry about the income stream stopping. So if you start to do the math and you say, I need $1,500 a month, so I need $18,000 a year, how much do I have to carve off from the pot of money to create that income so I know I've got everything coming in every month, I've balanced the scales without having to draw from the pile of money each month? Well, if you needed $18,000 and you were able to find a 6% distribution rate, for example, on an annuity, then you're going to need around $300,000 in that vehicle. You need $300,000 carved off from the pot of money to go over there and create the lifetime income to give you $1,500 a month and get you to the total of $5,000 per month, or where you are in our example. So again, if you're scoring at home, what do you actually have coming in every month? What are your sources of income that are already guaranteed? Pension, Social Security, that sort of thing in retirement. And then what's your pile of money look like? Where can you draw from? Now, you need more than $300,000 in our example if you're going to go off of a 4% distribution rate, or you're going to try and do it off of a 3% distribution rate because you want to be extra careful. Now you're talking about a pool of money of $600,000 to generate the same 18 grand a year. So there's math involved here, but sort of a DIY, how you can get a broad stroke of if you're on track. What do you actually have net? I don't care about what your gross pay is before you retire. What's actually flowing into the household right now that you use to live on? What do you have coming in when you do pull the trigger on retirement? And how much are you going to have to backfill? You can kind of walk through some things yourself. That being said, don't take advice from a YouTube video. talk to somebody specifically about your situation, because there's any number of other things that we didn't just talk about, because this is not an hour-long video. What if your spouse passes away and their Social Security check goes? What about inflation? What's the tax ramification of the money that you're drawing? And so is it truly net for you? Lots of other things that go into a proper financial plan. But as a starting point, if you want to see if you're on track, do that math, see how it works out for you. As always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, drop me a line. Information will come up on the screen here in a minute. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the other stuff we're doing. Thank you for being here. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you soon.